Hi everyone. Hey, my name's Heidi. This is my first YouTube video slash blog. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about my journey so far. So far, I've lost 80 pounds. Some of you out there may have known me, only a few people of my close friends of, what I look like when I was bigger. But anyways, so I'm going to show you this picture right here. That was me. I don't have any fancy video skills yet, so yeah, that is. So how I did it, a lot of people ask me this. I started off with a program called Turbo Jam. That was probably like 2008. All I know is I saw the commercial for it and I really wanted it bad because it looked like fun. It didn't look like working out to me because it looked like a whole bunch of dancing. And I pretty much, fell in love with it. But yeah, that's how I started off at it, and it's probably actually ignited, an actual love for fitness for me and achieving my goals. So this next program that I just finished up and plan on continuing to do more and more is called Body Combat. And what Body Combat is, it is a mixed martial arts program. And I will have to say I am completely addicted to it. I mean, it is a lot of fun. It's really challenging too, but I have been seeing some results in it. I'm actually getting, definition in my abs. I'm starting, to see a little definition up here. Really quite pleased with it. So this is basically kind of explaining to you, the kind of workouts that I do. And have been doing, and I kind of wanted to talk about my journey as well. It's been a little rough. I mean, I've had my setbacks. I've ran into plateaus. But we're all human. It probably took me about a year and a half to lose 75 pounds, with starting off with the Turbo Jam. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to inspire whoever's out there, that you can do this. It's not only weight loss isn't just exercising and dieting. What it is you actually have to change your whole way of thinking. For me, what worked for me personally is setting small goals. The things that held me back was just looking at the big picture, or comparing yourself to someone else. You're not gonna, I mean, if you have 100 pounds to lose, you're not gonna have, the same results, as someone, who gets ripped in 60 days. You just be realistic, with your goals. And you will achieve them. It may take you 9 months, a year, to get to your goals. But you also have to remember, you didn't put the weight on overnight, so you cannot expect it to come off overnight. And another important word of advice I have for you is to let go of the ugly voice. The ugly voice is that little voice inside your head that says, hey, I can't do this, that negative self-talk, telling yourself, that you're not worth it, that, comparing yourself to other people, because that doesn't work. But I'm going to tell you right now, you've got to have yourself in the right mentality, and you have to find your why. And I'm going to, tell you what my why is. My why, was going to the doctor's office and finding out that my weight was 260 pounds. I really didn't realize it because, I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. I didn't step on a scale, because I was afraid of the scale. Honestly, I just didn't pay attention to the type of damage I was doing to my body. Until, it was, like almost too late. For those of you who tell yourselves, I'm not motivated, we have so many excuses. Like, some of the excuses I made for myself was, I'm too fat to go to the gym. Okay, this is why this was so perfect for me, because I could pop this in anytime. Like, I don't have to worry about, being self-conscious around other people, what they're gonna think of me, what if I goof this up or, look silly doing this. That's what I love about Beachbody. I can do this on my own time. I don't have to be a pro or an expert at this, and it is so much fun. And there are so many people out there who just support you to reach your goals. I still have a goal of losing my last 30 pounds, and I'm going to tell you right now, it has been tough. It's been quite a road, and I've had setbacks. But I have a coach myself, and it's really helped me to keep me on track. And I became a coach as well. And at first I thought, man, how can I be a coach? I'm not at my goal weight, and then I had to realize, people are following your story, they're inspired by you, and what you're doing. So, I just hope that whoever's watching this, takes something away from this. So in order for you to get motivated, ask yourself your why. Are you at the same spot right now where you thought you were going to be 5 years ago? If the answer is no, probably not. Then, maybe, this may be something for you. Maybe you've tried it all. Maybe you've tried every diet pill out there, every diet gimmick. The reason why I believe in this and I'm so passionate about it is because I've done it, and I know that it works, and it's helped me keep the weight off long term. So anyways, I will be making more videos, about, me working out, and such, but, if anyone out there, needs a little help, just to get started on the right track. Some people don't even know where to start. You can always reach me at befitwithheidi.com. And, I have a blog up there, kind of, explaining, everything, that I do, as well as the challenges that I run. Being part of a challenge is so amazing because I am accountable to others. Before I never reached my goals, because if I'm not accountable, to myself or others, how am I going to reach my goals? It gave me like so much room, to cheat and, do other things with my diet and just, get off track. We're all humans, we slip up, but, it's, getting yourself back up, the next day, not beating yourself up. So I just, want to tell you, right now, that you can make your life amazing. You have that choice, and, you're given a second chance at life. So, it's really up to you to take the first step, and changes are scary. I'm not gonna lie, but, it is so much worth it. And, just be amazing, to yourself, and just give yourself the gift of a happy, healthy life. I mean, it's the best investment that I have ever made, in my life. And, that is the honest truth, right there. So anyways, I'm going to leave you with this, and always be amazing. And again, if you ever need any advice, or where to get started, reach me at befitwithheidi.com or befitwithheidi@gmail.com, and have an awesome day.